Yeah, we alive with this week came into the 2021 NFL season. It is between the Pittsburgh Steelers going up against the Baltimore Ravens. We are in Baltimore. Now let us go and see why I Cleveland.
We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. There's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Headings up across the 25 and down up to 28. The reigning league MVP Lamar Jackson trotting onto the field and leading the way down his third season in the National Football League as this Baltimore offense gets set to go.
We've had dual-threat quarterbacks in the NFL in the past, and we've had some really good ones. But I don't know if we've had one quite like Lamar Jackson. Led the league in touchdown pass with 36 last season. Set the all-time record for rushing yards in a single season for a quarterback at over 1,200 yards. And he led his Baltimore Ravens to a 14-2 regular season mark. Best in the NFL. The sky is the limit for Lamar Jackson.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Jackson going to run. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
On second and 7, Jackson. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Barney, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So after the sack here, second and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and now he'll tuck it and run. Thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
They'll lead to 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the gun, Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He's scrambling and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. First down and more for Jackson. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Rolling to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, I think you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal. Now it's Jackson fighting to stay upright. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. A nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. That will be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Then to throw again. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him 1st downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Now Roethlisberger, a 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll give it down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that.
It seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try to put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try to put the football in there.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Given 10 yards there and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive at play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now the third-year man out of Rutgers, it's Gus Edwards. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CB, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can have him in.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And a reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half. And our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Caught right side at Snead. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Again, Jackson. Well, that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Brought in left side by Snead. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They had to catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going deep for Brown. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a lead, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time, do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
The throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the guy, that's Roethlisberger. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Roethlisberger will throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Steelers are going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
Big Ben of the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll drop to throw. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd down. Roethlisberger looking for his running back, and he's got it. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also leads to 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are. Yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. McKinnon here is complete. And he'll go down at the 26, forming a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. An option handoff here to Dobbins. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Steps away. He may try and run for this. Yeah, he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Big bet on the Steelers with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. So throw from the gun. And hitting Juju on the slam. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Get that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Johnson's the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit. They nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game instead. They're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, that's Roethlisberger. Finding a safety valve here, that's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't
Go
worked
to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And one more time. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Man, Lamar Jackson, we all know it, but he is just so elusive with the football.
I don't care how many times you go through tackling drills in practice and how many different situations you put guys in practice. It's not the same as trying to get Lamar Jackson on the ground. He forced 42 missed tackles last year. That's twice as many as any other quarterback in the NFL. To your point, very difficult to get him down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He completes it to Bryant. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up the 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Jackson will throw again. A short throw caught by Andrews. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Big Ben of the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And they finally get to him as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger, and he's going to be brought down. Back in his own 6-yard line. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Jordan Berry now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens will take over. The Ravens offense back out there. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And we'll take this one up close to about the 45. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And you'll see it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. He'll look to throw. And it's off the mark, incomplete. The intended receiver on the backfield was Jalen Sanders. And now it's 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off, just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now a dumped off here complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And way out past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they can continue to move quickly.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Working the sideline there, good route, good catch, 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to let the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard guard the sideline exclusively, that's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Given 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And remember, field goal doesn't look good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Roethlisberger to throw. Ebron caught left side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up the 1st down.
1st down now with that clock rolling. Then to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4 down territories. They need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they have got the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded out to 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I would, because now is not going to erase what's happening.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Lane. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
To have it, the Steelers are winners over the Ravens, 7-6. We got in this stream, and I'll be back tomorrow with another live stream. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day.